Hello, welcome back. We are in our read through of the 1800s King James Pictorial Bible. We are in the book of Judges. If you have one, grab a Bible, read along with me. If not, that's okay too. Content warning as always for Judges. Everybody's misbehaving. That does not mean God condones the behavior. We have been in the story of Micah. Let's find out where the story goes next. Chapter 19. And it came to pass in those days, when there was no king in Israel, that there was a certain Levite sojourning on the side of Mount Ephraim, who took to him a concubine out of Bethlehem, Judah. And his concubine played the whore against him, and went away from him unto her father's house to Bethlehem, Judah, and was there 4 whole months. And her husband arose, and went after her to speak friendly unto her, and to bring her again, having his servant with him, and a couple of asses. And she brought him into her father's house. And when the father of the damsel saw him, he rejoiced to meet him. And his father-in-law, the damsel's father, retained him, and he abode with him 3 days. So they did eat and drink and lodged there. And it came to pass on the 4th day, when they arose early in the morning, that he rose up to depart. And the damsel's father said unto his son-in-law, Comfort thine heart with a morsel of bread, and afterward go your way. And they sat down, and did eat and drink both of them together. For the damsel's father had said unto the man, Be content, I pray thee, and tarry all night, and let thine heart be merry. And when the man rose up to depart, his father-in-law urged him. Therefore he lodged there again. And he arose early in the morning of the 5th day to depart. And the damsel's father said, Comfort thine heart, I pray thee. And they tarried until afternoon, and they did eat both of them. And when the man rose up to depart, he and his concubine and his servant, his father-in-law, the damsel's father, said unto him, Behold, now the day drawing toward evening, I pray you tarry all night. Behold, the day groweth to an end. Lodge here, that thine heart may be merry, and tomorrow get you early on your way, that thou mayest go home. But the man would not tarry that night, but he rose up and departed, and came over against Jebus, which is Jerusalem. And there were with him 2 asses saddled. His concubine also was with him. And when they were by Jebus, the day was far spent, and the servant said unto his master, Come, I pray thee, and let us turn into this city of the Jebusites, and lodge in it. And his master said unto him, We will not turn aside hither into the city of a stranger, that is not of the children of Israel. We will pass over to Gibeah. And he said unto his servant, Come, and let us draw near to one of these places to lodge all night in Gibeah or in Ramah. And they passed on and went their way, and the sun went down upon them when they were in by Gibeah, which belongeth to Benjamin. And they turned aside thither to go in and to lodge in Gibeah. And when he went in, he sat him down in a street of the city, for there was no man that took them into his house for lodging. And behold, there came an old man from his work out of the field at even, which was also of Mount Ephraim, and he sojourned in Gibeah. But the men of the place were Benjamites. And when he had lifted up his eyes, he saw a wayfaring man in the street of the city. And the old man said, Whither goest thou, and whence comest thou? And he said unto him, We are passing from Bethlehem, Judah, toward the side of Mount Ephraim. From thence am I, and I went to Bethlehem, Judah, but am now going to the house of the Lord, and there is no man that receiveth me to house. Yet there is both straw and provender for our asses, and there is bread and wine also for me, and for thy handmaid, and for the young man which is with thy servants. There is no want of anything. And the old man said, Peace be with thee. Howsoever, let all thy wants lie upon me, only lodge not in the street. So he brought him into his house, and gave provender unto the asses, and they washed their feet, and did eat and drink. Now as they were making their hearts merry, behold, the men of the city, certain sons of Belial, beset the house around about, and beat at the door, and spake to the master of the house, the old man, saying, Bring forth the man that came into thine house, that we may know him. And the man, the master of the house, went out unto them, and said unto them, Nay, my brethren, nay, I pray you, do not so wickedly, seeing that this man is come into thine house, and to mine house. Do not this folly. Behold, here is my daughter, a maiden, and his concubine. Them I will bring out now, and humble ye them, and do with them what seemeth good unto you. But unto this man do not so vile a thing. But the men would not hearken to him. So the man took his concubine, and brought her forth unto them, and they knew her, and abused her all the night until the morning. And when the day began to spring, they let her go. Then came the woman in the dawning of the day, and fell down at the door of the man's house where her lord was, till it was light. And her lord rose up in the morning, and opened the doors of the house, and went out to go his way. And behold, the woman his concubine was fallen down at the door of the house, and her hands were upon the threshold. And he said unto her, Up, and let us be going. But none answered. Then the man took her up upon an ass, and the man rose up, and gat him unto his place. And when he was come unto his house, he took a knife, and laid hold on his concubine, and divided her up together with her bones into 12 pieces, and sent her into all the coasts of Israel. And it was so, that all that saw it said, There was no such deed done, nor seen from the day that the children of Israel came up out of the land of Egypt unto this day. Consider it, take advice, and speak your minds. Yeah, there's that content warning for you. I hate this story. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate what happens in this story. There's so much sin in it from the start. And obviously, like I said at the beginning, you heard no mention of God in this. You heard no mention of God being consulted at any time. You heard no mention of God declaring any kind of judgment or any kind of observation even about the situation. It's just a historical event that happened during this time where they didn't have a king. And these evil, evil men rape a woman to death. That's what happened, in case you couldn't comprehend it from the older language. They wanted to rape the man, and to appease them, this old man offered a concubine that belonged to the man who he was taking care of, and his own daughter, to these, monsters. And they ended up giving them the concubine, and she is abused so severely unto daybreak that she barely makes it back to the door and dies there. And then her owner takes her home and then cuts her into pieces and sends the pieces out to all the different tribes of Israel to show them, hey, this is what the Benjamites did. This is what this tribe did, this evil thing. And again, at no point does it say that God said this was good or anything, that God commanded him to do this. None of it. It's just hateful evil, because they are not following God. They are not obeying him. And what's extra ugly about this situation is the man who has this concubine is a Levite. He's supposed to be a priest. He's supposed to know God's law better than anyone in this culture. He's supposed to have the strongest relationship with God, and therefore wouldn't have a concubine in the first place. He would just have a wife, which is the law's mandate, which is God's design. And he certainly wouldn't treat her like this. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty ugly, and the reality is that's part of Israel's history, and there are things just as ugly that have already happened in our reading and will happen again, but it doesn't change that it is heartbreaking. So, anyway, Lord willing, tomorrow we'll be reading chapter 20. But in the meantime, I pray that the Lord bless you and keep you and make his face shine upon you and give you peace.